everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I am Dana and I am here today with my part-time tech, full-time dishwasher, and has been a dog wrangler a lot lately, Robbie, who I can't do this without. And I also have a live studio audience again today with my friend Pam, who I hope to convince one day to come and show us how to bake some stuff because she's phenomenal at that. But she said, Chinese food, I'm coming today. I can hear the old man Otis is eating, and gosh, Rocky is quiet. That means he's probably getting into trouble somewhere.
Probably.
So today what we're going to be making is Asian barbecue stir fry that's inspired by a Rachel Ray recipe. I make this one. It's like a standard thing that I make in this kitchen because I love it. The flavors are so good. It's sweet, it's spicy, and I've got mini crab cakes that are Asian inspired. These came directly out of Martha Stewart's thing. I'm giving her credit. So I've never made them before, so we'll see how that goes. And then P.F. Chang's, one of my favorite things on their menu is their stir-fried eggplant, so we're doing a recipe inspired by that as well. And, of course, because this is my kitchen, there will be a cocktail. And Pam is excited about that. So I am so excited. I see Pam at home as you're chatting in the chat. Thanks. Keen Kitchen, hi, welcome. And I see Vino Moonglow. I kind of like that name, Vino Moonglow. A lot. And then Fallen Age, I can't do this without her. She's been fabulous as far as being a moderator in here and saved us from the meat haters last time when I was making 3 meat dishes. But I digress. So I've already started the rice, and so if you want to know how I made my rice, I just used some long grain basmati rice, a cup of that. I had a cup and a half of chicken stock, and I added a little extra water because I think it needed more. Some lime juice, some chives, and a little bit of oil. So the rice is already done and ready to go. It's just kind of sitting and finishing up, actually, because I don't usually cook my rice, by the way, all the way to the end. I usually turn the heat off and let it finish by itself. The first thing we've got to do, though, is these mini crab cakes. I had decided to do it. I already spent all this money on crab lump cake, lump meat, crab lump meat. My tongue is getting tied today. Anyway. So we're going to make it, but it was a little more complicated. It had a lot of steps, and we're going to skip one of them and see if they turn out anyway. I'm not going to put them in the freezer for an hour is basically what I'm not going to do. So anyway, we're going to start by making that and putting it into the refrigerator because it is supposed to go in the refrigerator after you mix the first ingredients together and sit before we finish them up. And then there's just going to be a ton of you watching me chop. So have fun. Anyway. And the reason why is because, you know, stir fries, if you've ever made one before, they come together so fast. So the most important thing is to spend time and make sure you do your mise en place all at the beginning and don't try to do it in the middle of it. So we're going to see if I forget to chop anything up because it's pretty likely. But maybe not. Maybe I'll make it this time. Okay. So the crab cake mixture is actually pretty easy. Let me get the lump crab meat out and mayonnaise. And the lump, this is 16 ounces. We need only about half of this for this particular. The lovely refrigerator. That just dispenses ice when it thinks I need it. So we'll put a glass there. Not yet, refrigerator. We're not making drinks yet.
Magic ice.
Magic ice. Aha! The Velociraptor is in the kitchen with his s'mores treat toy. Yes, I see you. I don't know if you can see him. He's looking up here. Ice, yes, King Kitchen. I really should probably get my refrigerator looked at, but you know, it's just kind of a fun get. Is the ice going to come out this time? Is it not? And then when you're not paying attention, it decides to
all
do
over
it.
the floor.
So I am using lump crab meat. If you're making crab cakes, it's expensive to make crab cakes, but they're so good. It's totally worth it. That's about half that container. That's about what I want. Yeah, this is not for you. Get down.
If you're on a budget, could you substitute like tuna or shrimp or something more
You probably
cost
could.
friendly, budget friendly?
Yeah, you probably could, because I've made, when I've made salmon, and we're going to do that sometime this month. Well, actually, I think we're doing it next month. I'm doing a salmon in the oven, and it's a huge piece of salmon. And I've made salmon salad out of it, and you can also use it to make things like crab cakes and stuff. So, I don't know about tuna, but maybe. Maybe. All right, I also need a quarter of a cup of mayo to put in here. And now that I've had that spoon in the crab cake, in the crab, we probably don't want to stick that in the mayo. How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing okay? Your week's almost over. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yay, Friday.
Robbie's excited about that. I've never seen anybody be more excited about Friday than Robbie.
No one?
No one. You are always the most excited about Friday of anybody I know.
I do like the end of the week.
I'll put those back in there. This is my favorite measuring thing for things like peanut butter, mayonnaise, because you don't have to try and scoop it out of the cup. Easier to clean too. And then, remember how I said I was going to do all my mise en place first, but not for this. So, I'm going to chop this up. It's going to need to be chopped fine, so I'm just going to go through and chop it this way first. And then go back and chop it up a little more. I told you Rob has been doing a lot of dog wrangling lately. You can't wait. It's been a day. Can't wait for Friday. Yeah. My days are all kind of like, I work on Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. So the days of the week for me are really more run. The only thing that is the same every single week is the streams. So that's 2 green onions, 2 scallions that are going in here. But we want them small. We don't want to get a big giant chunk of a scallion in our. You know what? Maybe Otis needs to go on the stairs and watch us from there. Otherwise, we're going to get that. Because Rocky doesn't like it when we hold him by his lead because he feels stuck. Because he gets stuck with it all the time. What about your Friday? You got any big plans tomorrow, Pam?
Nope.
Nope. This is your big plans for
This
the
is
week.
it.
All right.
This is it. Eating Dana's yummy food. This is it.
I know, I have somebody else that gets to eat the food.
Just my yoga class with you tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
teaching a couple of yoga classes tomorrow. And then cooking dinner after one of them for the people who come. All the therapists. All right, so I've got that done, and now my hands have green onions all over them. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons. You can use soy sauce if you want to. Use low sodium if you're going to use soy sauce. I like to use tamari. It tastes just like soy sauce, but it doesn't have the gluten in it. So there's no MSG in the tamari sauce. So you can always use tamari as a substitute for soy sauce. That is what I generally do unless I need to use like a dark soy sauce that has a little bit different flavor profile. So a couple tablespoons of that. And hopefully when I start chopping vegetables, Robbie will bring a camera over here so you guys can watch, because that's exciting. I'm gonna zest a lime. My micro grater is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. All right, so what are your favorite Asian dishes? You can be from any place. Obviously mine's gonna be more Chinese inspired tonight. But there's some yummy Vietnamese and Thai food and Japanese. Do you guys have any favorites? Hmm?
All of them.
All of them for you? You're like, just feed me? It's all good? What about you, Pam? What are some of your
I
favorites?
love shrimp pad thai.
Oh, shrimp pad thai, that's good.
That was a favorite.
I know you like drunken noodles with
Those are yummy.
the beef.
Sometimes a little spice is nice.
Except at that place, when we go over to that place, their spice is
But
like,
they mean it there.
Ow!
They don't fool
Uh-oh.
around.
hey,
Sorry.
you're fine. All right, I need a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs, but this has tamari on it, so we're gonna guesstimate here. And I like my crab cakes. I don't know if you guys like crab cakes, but I like my crab cakes to not be full of filler. What is he doing? Is he just being a pain?
He bit me somewhere funny.
Oh. That's not good.
He's a puppy.
Oh, Rocky, 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 what are we gonna do with you? I gotta take him in to get assessed to see if they will even take him for when I go out of town. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just have to give them back.
I'll have to what?
Give them back.
Give him back? Well, they moved to California, so I don't think that's gonna be a option here.
You can drop him back off on your road trip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I leave a dog with you? I didn't know. I'll say, your mom is with you. Like, did you like drunken noodles?
And a little spicy for sure.
Oh, all spicy, yes. You guys do like your spice. All right, so I'm just gonna mix all of this up and then get it in the fridge.
Yeah.
But let's mix this better than I mixed stuff last time. Maybe it wasn't on the air. Maybe that was off the air. But I was like, oh, I didn't mix it very well. It smells good.
Yes, Rocky does
So,
love the sweetie.
Someone loves, absolutely. Hi, subverbal subversion. I'm guessing that's Farah.
Have you made sushi yet?
Not on the air. We did a hilarious attempt at trying to roll sushi here one time, me and Kimona and Robbie.
It went okay. It tasted good.
It did taste good, but it
No.
wasn't the
Presentation
prettiest. It
was
was
lacking.
not the prettiest.
Probably
In there.
best left to experts. So that you could do like the towers and things, you know, and get the flavor profile right, I'm sure.
It's just I need to take a class to
Yeah.
learn how to do it right.
I love sushi.
So it's all fine. And how did I know? Because who else is subverbal subversion? Who else is a subversive person that I know? I have seen your Facebook. It cracks me up all the time. All right. When you were in here last time, was your husband in the room with you? Because, or was that a random person you found to verbally volley back and forth with things? It could literally be anyone. I mean, you were really good at the dad puns, so I don't know what that says. At the clinic. You're at the clinic watching Twitch? Perfect. It was a random person. Cool. All right. All right, it's time.
Now, is that somebody from work?
It's somebody,
Oh,
somebody
from
from
the clinic at school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's from the clinic that I go to all the time. All right. Hey, by the way, just so you know, today we have added stuff to the Wheel of Agony. We're gonna have to do that at some point because Pam subscribed. Even though it doesn't say that up there in the activity feed, but we know she did. Anyone at the clinic could be subversive? Unlikely. So we have on there today, we have habaneros, we have Thai chili peppers, jalapenos, shishito peppers, serranos, ghost pepper sauce, and Scotch bonnet sauce. Along with, there's still salsa dancing on the wheel, but there is no longer water on the wheel.
Oh no! My one safe space is gone.
Your Robbie's safe space is gone. And if you do subscribe, you can have either me or Robbie eat it, or we can play rock paper scissors if you just
Cannot decide.
If you can't decide, like you feel guilty choosing anybody.
Or you just want to punish both of us that badly.
There's that. Ooh, we both have to do it if we get the same thing when we play rock paper scissors. I'm just making up rules now as we go along. He's so happy
Boy,
with me
look
right
at
now.
the time. It is time.
It's time. Time. All right. So, mise en place. It's time to start chopping some stuff, and we got a lot. And I have a lot of bowls. So, that's what we're going to start doing, and hopefully, there you go. I got a new cutting board. Did you guys see? Yay. Let's start with eggplant. I needed a pound of eggplant. These are graffiti eggplants. And I did just buy them and say, like, the eggplant stir fry was not actually on the menu for tonight until I saw this. So I'm actually gonna, even though these are really pretty, I'm actually gonna peel them. Or at least peel some of it off, because otherwise it can be a little bitter, I think. So I'm not going to do a ton, just some of it. Boop. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it all. I can change my mind. My prerogative. So there we go. And we're going to put these into and dice them. And by the way, I'm going to do the mise en place for both of the stir-fry dishes, because we're going to be wanting to make those one right after the other. So there will not be time to chop stuff. So Farrah, are the interns still as crazy as they were when I was still at the clinic working? Or have they mellowed out more?
Well, you're not there anymore, so
Not there anymore.
it's gotta be less crazy, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Was I crazy?
No comment.
No comment. I know you see me as crazy. Whoop. So we're taking all the pretty off of the graffiti eggplant. But they look so pretty. In the store, they made me buy them. Is this in the way? Probably. All right, so my first big bowl is for the eggplant. Now, I think the easiest way to do is take off the edges like that and kind of keep it as straight as you can, so you can get even dices. But if you've watched before, you know that I do not always, I'm not the most even cutter, unless I take my time. And then we could be here till midnight. So we probably don't want that. I think Robbie would be.
You might be really hungry by then.
Robbie would be really hungry. And I've got another person. I'm not really worried about Robbie, but you know, Pam.
I'm
I would
right
worry
here.
about. I know you are. When Robbie's not here by like 4:30, I'm like, ah! Is he coming? Did he forget?
Yeah, forgot.
He's never forgotten, but that goes through my mind.
Like, oh, was that today?
I'm not going to worry too much about this. It's probably going to turn a little bit brown while it's sitting here, but the sauce is brown, so it'll be good. There, as you know, okay, so that you know, I used to work with Farrah at a campus clinic as a manager and a supervisor for student interns. So that's how we know each other. So was that anxious as an intern? If you were, you hit it well. But I know you're one of those people that is good at that. So good at hiding your anxiety. I'm usually good at hiding my anxiety. I'm not advocating for that by any means. So. They're over there trying to figure. Are you trying to figure out the sub thing?
It's not.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Code switch. Why are you so complicated?
We don't know. I'm gonna let Robbie figure it out later when he has the time to do it.
Okay. Everybody's so quiet
That's a lot of
today, except for
eggplant.
Farrah and Rocky.
Rocky's almost never quiet, and if he's quiet, it's time to worry.
Please don't set your baseline at full anxiety, Farrah.
That's not a very good baseline.
It's not. These are cut too thin. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I need a bunch of garlic for different things.
Garlic.
So we're gonna chop up some garlic. Charlie. Yeah. I'm doing so good today with words. It's a good thing I don't need them for a living. Not as a streamer or as a therapist or as a yoga teacher.
Are you sure you're not thinking about my job?
Oh, that's your job.
You know, numbers is usually enough. Usually. We do occasionally talk.
What are you doing? He's
really
pulling
wants
on the
that
strings
garlic.
in the hole in my pants. Don't laugh. Hey, you know what? While I'm doing all this chopping, how about if you make us a cocktail? It's over there. The recipe is over there too. It's on the top. So we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this cocktail. We're gonna serve it up. I'm sorry, my allergies have been really bad today. So, Rocky,
Is it down or off? What do you say for
Down.
Down.
Get down. Hang on. Let me say, the dog wrangler is busy. You come over here. Stay down. So it's gonna have, I think, 2.5 ounces of sake, and then. You should see Robbie. Robbie's like this. Robbie's like.
Next time I'll bring my dog. She's a lot bigger. Maybe it'd be good.
No, he'll probably just bark more. Say, this is my house. All right, well, it may be a minute before we have our cocktail at this rate. Because he just took them outside. So we've lost Robbie. Words are hard. This is true. I've said that many a time. Many a time. So you went outside for
Do not question the dog wrangler.
I'm not allowed to question the dog wrangler.
There is no one behind the curtain.
Yeah. So, hey, Keen Kitchen. I'm Dana's Kitchen. So, do you stream cooking shows? Do you stream like cooking in the kitchen or anything like that? Because I don't think I've seen you in here before. Look at all this garlic. Do you
I
like
know.
garlic? I love
Oh,
garlic.
I love garlic.
Oh,
I'm
that's right, you're
it's
Italian.
Like, yeah.
I even was at her mom and dad's for Thanksgiving one year, and there's Italian food.
Of course. And I'm gonna say this. I know you can buy garlic already chopped, you know, for convenience, but that does not taste the same as freshly chopped garlic. It is not the same.
Well,
Although it's convenient, but it's not the same.
hey, Dad Jim, thanks for the subscription. Thank you so much. You get to choose. Who gets to spin the wheel of agony, me or Robbie, or we can do rock, paper, scissors. And I'm going to come back to garlic. I haven't forgot about that. Because I 100% agree with Pam that what happens is garlic has all of these enzymes in the oil. So when you cut it, the enzymes already start to go away. So when you have that minced garlic, I mean, if you're too busy to do it, okay. But honestly, you lose a lot of the sharpness of the garlic when you do that. I need to get...
Well, there's no better way than to just show you.
Wait, the wheel of agony. Oh. See? Did you miss when I was telling you what was on the wheel of agony, Farrah? So one of us gets to spin it, and then we have all these different peppers. We have some pepper sauces, and then we also have salsa dancing on there. So, because Robbie's super excited to dance in the kitchen, but now he is because it's the only
That's
thing
my water.
that prevents him from us from having to do this. So that is what the wheel of agony is. Robbie wanted to call it the wheel of death.
We were workshopping.
He said it on the air. We weren't workshopping at that point. So anyway, so Dead Jim, you get to choose who gets to spin this wheel, and then Pam gets to choose who gets to spin this wheel. Even though I know she's trying to use her Prime account, she just hasn't quite figured it out yet.
I'm not techie.
So, but it's fine.
Yes.
So if you subscribed, yes, if you
One
subscribe,
in
someone
10
could
chance.
potentially have to salsa dance. 2 people. It would be me and
Right,
Robbie would
I-
salsa dance. We would. That's a 2-person thing, regardless.
Well, you could salsa dance with your dog. Maybe
no,
not as much, though.
no. So yes,
Rocky,
that is what will happen if you subscribe. Is one of us will spin the
No.
wheel, and somebody could have to salsa dance, or they could have to eat a habanero. Last time everybody kept choosing Robbie.
Oh.
All right, so you have to decide, Farrah, who's going to spin the wheel, and I'm still waiting for Dead Jim to decide. If he doesn't come in, we'll rock, paper, scissors for who spins. So, sold. All right, so you have to say who gets to spin the wheel, because that's the person who has to eat the peppers if it falls on a pepper. So, Farrah.
Maybe it'll be you. Maybe.
Maybe it'll be me.
I'm still.
I have eaten habaneros and poblanos and ghost pepper sauce and
I had a
horseradish.
fun week last week. That was 4 in a row. It was pretty amazing.
You can choose me, yes.
Yes. You can
You
choose
can choose me.
her.
Just remember, I'm the one who cooks. And you live close by. So. Oh, you choose me. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that in a second. Are you gonna be hanging on? I don't want you to leave. I want you to be able to see that, but I'm in the middle of
And that's fine,
mincing
'cause maybe we'll get an
some
answer
garlic.
from Jim by then too.
Yep.
We'll do them all at the same time.
You still there, Dead Jim? I mean, it's kind of, it's slightly better than Drink More Arsenic, but, which is Robbie, if you don't know, those of you who don't know. Cooking Stream, his name is Drink More Arsenic. So, I cook. That is a good question, Devin Warner. I cook with a gas stove. This used to have just a ceramic top in the kitchen, and I redid the kitchen in 2018. And I said, number one on the list is get gas to the island in the kitchen. So yeah, I much prefer cooking with gas. I think you have a lot more control of the heat that way. So.
Okay, we'll rock, paper, scissors, fork, fallen age.
Oh, he's not here? Okay. Well, that was nice of him to subscribe.
It was.
And then take off. I mean, I would have liked to have heard his, heard his voice
wanted
through
you
the
to
chat.
spin, but couldn't watch the torture.
Yes, apparently. All right, so I minced a bunch of garlic because I need it for a couple different things, and then I also need some sliced garlic for the Asian stir fry, the barbecue Asian stir fry. So we're gonna.
So it says I need root ginger for this drink that I was told to start like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, except, what did I tell you?
You said something half an hour ago. And
Thank you, Tardy Grader, for following. Thank you for being here. So we're going to be making. Hang on a second. Let me talk to Robbie over here. So, just use the ginger syrup because all you were going to be doing is using the simple syrup and muddling the ginger into it. But I saved you a step by getting ginger syrup.
We are one step closer to beverages.
Woohoo!
Down.
I'm gonna regret he's here. Is Dead Jim related to you or Devin Warner? What? Oh, Tardy Grader. Do you guys know each other? Are we gonna have a spat and chat? Because I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I'm a marriage therapist. So you go right ahead and have your spat.
Like surprise.
You don't know who this lady is? You need an adult. No, then Farrah may not be the right person if you're looking for an adult.
Help, I need an adult.
All right. I'm going to let him finish our beverages and then I'll just keep chopping. All right. So the garlic took a long time because I was chatting. So I'm going to take a couple of these Thai chilies and slice those up very thin. If you cannot find Thai chilies, feel free to use, I would go Serrano next. And then if you can't find Serrano, then head over to jalapenos. But, so yes, you do know each other, you don't know each other. And you know what? Because it's that kind of day, I'm going to leave the seeds in this chili. Because I'm probably going to be eating a chili pepper anyway. But maybe not. Maybe I'll be salsa dancing. I'd be okay with that. Let me get that out of there.
I mean, it's got to come up sometime, right?
Yeah, it hasn't come up yet, so its time is due, because that's the way statistics work.
So when you go to the casino and you haven't seen that green pop up for 10 minutes, time to bet the farm.
That's right.
Don't actually do that, please.
You know, your mom could have done that, but not anymore. She cannot bet the farm
can't bet the
anymore.
farm that you don't have.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Robbie's family, not Robbie himself, but his mom's side of the family is from Nebraska, and they had a farm. So I get to hear lots of farm stories.
It's still in the extended family.
Yeah. But she can't bet it anymore because she doesn't own any of it.
That probably wouldn't be appreciated.
No. I'm going to guess that would be bad.
There's already enough gambling with the weather and stuff for farming.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Do any of you guys watch Top Gear? Those were a lot of watches in there. Serrano peppers, not that. Are we starting puns again? He spelled it like Cyrano de Bergerac. See, because do they have a good nose? So, yeah. I'm still waiting for my drink. Then we're spinning the wheel. Okay, so after the chilies, I'm going to grate. Actually, you know what? I'll probably wait with the ginger to grate it, but what I can do is get it prepped. So everybody knows the best way to peel a ginger, right? It is not by using a peeler, because look at this thing. That peeler wouldn't work very well on there. So the best way to do it is just use a spoon and pull all of that skin off. That is the easiest way to do it. Not to mention you can get some aggression out that way. It's like when you're pounding meat into cutlets. Might be a way to know that I'm mad at something. No?
Yes.
That's Jen. So did you guys work for Central Market? Because you probably should have worked on their campaign. Are you really into food? I miss it. So you guys can keep on going.
I'm so close.
It can really... Yeah. And Robbie has gone into his cocktail shaking corner over here because he goes as far away from the mics as he can get. All right, so I'm just going to prep the ginger like that because I'm going to grate it right into the food. But look at the mess I've made. Woohoo! But I'm using my scraper. Is everybody noticing that I'm not using my knife today? Because that's one of the things I always forget. That and the bowl over here. All right. I'm going to put that over there. I also say all right a lot. So if you want to count that and then make fun of me for it, I probably deserve it. All right, you guys.
All right.
Are you guys all reading the chat and reading Subversion and Tardigrader? Is Tardigrader about your lateness, or is it about your love of Doctor Who?
Or both.
Or both. You're always late. All right. But see, I said it again.
Well, at least you're not saying So.
No, I traded all right for it. So
No, that's at least way better.
it's about being greater than the usual tardigrade, aka water bears. Oh, those little. Okay, I got it. You'll have to look it up.
Did you just wash out the inside of your bell pepper?
I did.
I cut a bell pepper a different way.
Well, I was getting all the seeds out. This one had a lot of seeds in it.
That's funny.
It's easier to get them out that way. So if you ever want somebody to help you clean out your closet and organize it, you can call Pam. But be prepared, because she'll say things like, "You're not going to carry this again, are you?" Yes, I am.
I said things in a nicer way the second time it helped you out. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. This looks good.
So, have you seen all the little puns here? It's just science is all. You know, you haven't science, I will tell you. My son-in-law said don't use science in the kitchen because he will not use the oh, there's my drink. Because he liked my steak that I reverse seared, but I put it in the immersion, sous vide. Can somebody wake my brain up?
Nope.
That's okay. I just was thinking, what do you mean son-in-law? Who's son-in-law? And then I forgot that.
You forgot I had a son-in-law?
And I was at their wedding.
You were there. Yep. It's been that kind of week.
Yes, it has. I'm mixing this is like the candied ginger.
Yeah.
I'm mixing it into the drink.
Okay. I would make it a little sweeter. Actually, that's kind of a refreshing drink. Did you try it?
Mm.
Why
I
not?
love candied ginger.
Because what?
Always.
You don't like sake?
It's okay.
You don't like ginger?
No, I like ginger.
Oh, that's good. Put the candied ginger in it if you're not sure about it. That's yum.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice light cocktail. So if you need a nice light cocktail.
Oh, yeah, I know what's inviting my belly because there's a
Yeah.
tie right here.
Yeah, don't cook everything on high, Farrah.
No, I used to do that too.
Yeah.
I ruined quite a few good steaks that way.
Okay, so if you really wanted to, say, make this meal and you don't feel like chopping everything, you can buy some of the stuff pre-cut.
Yeah.
Or if you have a mini food processor, you can throw a lot of this stuff just in there, let it roll, and
Yeah, I don't usually use a food processor. I use it a lot. I don't use it for the stir fry because it usually mangles the vegetables up too much.
you could for the, I guess, the garlic and the hot peppers and
Yeah,
not the
you
bell
could.
pepper or eggplant, obviously, but
Yeah.
you could for some of the items just to
Yeah.
make it the curry.
There's lots of ways to do
Yeah.
that. Hi, BJ Shiflett. Thank you for following. We're happy you are here. I have had chicken breast with the internal temperature consistency of a microwave top pocket. It is not yummy.
Not good eats.
Not good
as someone might
eats.
say.
Not good eats. And it's so funny because some things they tell us that you may learn to not cook on high heat, actually, like scrambled eggs. If you do scrambled eggs on high heat and you keep like whisking as you're cooking them, they come out really creamy and awesome. So, but you have to keep doing that to it. So you feel judged. Yeah, there've been quite a few puns, BJ. All right, so you're done making cocktails. Let me finish doing this, and we will spin our wheel of agony.
Spin that wheel.
We had a lot of different names, but that's the one that seems to have stuck. So I'm just using every bit of this red pepper that I can. Well, that's not very nice.
Next time you should have sent some stuff down here for me to chop, like, too.
Well, no, because part of the fun is getting to
true.
watch me chop. Right? Isn't it fun? It's fun. It's fun to watch me chop. But I mean, especially for something like this, you need a family therapist. Yeah. I find that a lot of people who go get their PhDs in family therapy are getting it for personal reasons more than for professional reasons. I'm just saying.
Well, well, you did get divorced and then become a therapist, so, you know.
Yep. That is the way it works. A lot of us are trying to heal ourselves.
Was it time to spin?
She better be cooking. Oh, did you want to know what we're cooking? Thank you for reminding me, BJ, because I guess I haven't said it again. I am making 2 different kinds of stir fry. So we're making an Asian barbecue stir fry that is really awesome because it's sweet and it's spicy. And then I'm also going to be making a eggplant stir fry like the kind that they do at PF Chang's. It's inspired by that. We're making mini crab cakes that are Asian inspired and cocktails. So hopefully you like cocktails. All right, so what I need is, yes, we'll spin that and then you need to go get me chicken.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna,
Yeah, did you already
Go
make
ahead.
the crab mix? Is that already mixed? in the
it's
fridge?
mixed and we're gonna
Oh,
do
okay.
that in a little bit. All right, so here we go. I guess we gotta do rock, paper, scissors for the first one, huh?
I'll spin.
Right, rock, paper. You don't get to spin.
She can spin if she wants.
All right, you ready?
No,
Rock,
you,
paper, scissors.
you spin first and then we'll decide if there's
I'll
rock, paper,
decide who
scissors
eats.
needed.
Nobody can decide.
Why?
She wants to spin?
But
Oh,
no.
not for her. Oh, never mind. I've been so generous.
All right, you ready?
Wait,
Rock,
are we
paper,
going
scissors?
on 3 or on 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's on 4.
On 4.
Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, dang it. Okay, I get to spin twice.
She's so
Oh,
excited, guys.
Does that mean you have to do the thing?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's why he was excited.
Oh, I was saying I was gonna spin it and then whoever, I don't know who got to pick who got to do the thingy, but.
Wasabi
Wasabi
paste.
paste.
All right, that's the first thing. Dinging over there, Bobby. All right, here we go. Here's some wasabi paste.
Wasabi. Wasabi.
Robbie would have actually probably liked this because he,
Sometimes I overdo it.
you do. Yes, I know. I know that the real stuff is expensive. I was gonna say, if you guys like farming on Amazon Prime, is that what it's on?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Jeremy's farm, which is one of the guys from Top Gear, if you guys are familiar with that, decided to farm, but he still has vehicles.
And it just got renewed for a second season, and she's so happy, she's jumping for joy. I thought you were supposed to have that ready to go.
Oh, woo! Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering.
Yeah. It's good in moderation on sushi, but.
Oh.
Thank you for the sub.
All right. Well, and Jim's not even here. Dead Jim's not here, so he didn't even get that. Was at his because
He'll check the VOD. He'll check the VOD later.
Farrah just chose me. Salsa dance! You got your wish! Look at that!
I think she should salsa dance with Rocky.
No. The
All
whole
right.
point is that it's got to be with him.
We'll switch this over
My
like
stomach.
that. All right.
Hang on.
Oh, she needs a minute.
It looks like you're drinking some kind of like wasabi milk because your glass is green.
Yeah. Wasabi milk. That would have been better. Okay, do you remember how to salsa dance?
That's what's 1, 2, 3.
No.
No, it's not 1, 2, 3.
It's the one with the saddle, one for business.
Right.
Okay.
Or is it 1, 2, 3? It's 1, 2, 3.
All right. We're going to attempt this.
All right. See, it's just like that. No, no.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2,
I'm
3.
just differing concern.
It's been a minute.
All right. Ready? Here you go. Do you remember how to turn? Well, that was just a random time you just picked in there. Woo. See? Picking random times to just have me turn, so. Oh, you said I'll do? There you go. Yes, Robbie has the apron that says dinner is coming, so that's fun. You picked Dana.
Nah.
Thank you, thank you. And I did that in flip-flops, so that's not easy. All right, what have I done? Bell pepper, scallions. A whole thing of scallions. This is why we never get dinner on the table early on stream.
You finally brought me a toy.
All right, here we go. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I just walked over to the trash can, even though I have a trash bowl right there. All right, I'm going to cut these on the bias.
So did that make you forget all about the wasabi? Did that?
I mean, I'm still feeling it. It's kind of burning a little bit, even if it's really horseradish.
Oh yeah, it's still spicy.
I'm not as fast as the chefs on TV. That's fine. There we go. Bunch of those. He's trying to play with you.
I know. You finally brought me a toy instead of biting me. I'm not the toy anymore, so it's an improvement.
And by the way, that last sub, that salsa dancing. did unlock the 4th emote.
It did, but we don't have one yet. But
Hopefully by Sunday.
hopefully by
It'll be
Sunday we'll
uploaded.
have that done. So you guys have suggestions for emotes? I know I've asked this a million times, but there's a bunch of new people in here who haven't been in when we've been talking about this. I do need chicken from
Right,
the
you still need
refrigerator.
chicken.
Yeah. It's very biased. It's opinion, not based on facts. So, will I move through time? I'm lost. Cilantro. Oh, which is already
I
out.
was to say, I see it right there.
It's right here.
You dropped your toy. Picture it right there. My
So we're
hand.
gonna do a bunch of cilantro here. And my scissors are nowhere to be found. But I've got these scissors, which are really for my outdoor plants. But that is the chicken, thank you. Oh, I need this one, not the whole chicken, that's for tomorrow. So that can go back to the fridge. I'm just gonna pull these off the stems so we don't have the stems in there because we have guests tonight. Normally for Robbie and I'm too lazy. I don't do
Do I
that.
really count as a guest, though?
You do. You do. You're a guest in my kitchen. When you cook with cilantro, oh, you add soap.
Oh, that's funny.
You guys make such a great pair.
Well, apparently some people have an issue with pine nuts, and I think that,
Really?
yeah,
Haven't
there's
heard
something,
that
some
one.
people that pine nuts taste bad, which I feel sorry for them because I think they're critical in a good pesto.
Well, you know what? You can actually, I've made, one
I
of
mean,
the
you can do-
pestos I've made, I did
Yeah,
with
you can
walnut
do
and
walnut.
goat cheese.
You can do all kinds of
That was
pestos,
good.
but my, traditional.
Traditional is pine nuts.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you could do a whole, like, do you have basil outside? You need to do
I
a
do.
pesto night.
I know, we
I'll
do
come
need
for
to do a
that.
pesto night.
I'll be here for that.
We'll make some pasta.
Robbie.
We'll get Robbie in. You know Robbie's the pasta master. So we can do like we can do a yummy
Right.
pesto.
That is one of my favorite things in the world is a good pesto.
I agree, you guys are nuts. That is surely true, but that is why you are fun to be around. Although I've never met you. So only Farrah. But I see what you say to Farrah online, so, and in here.
Is there a story behind these glasses? Were they your mom?
Nope.
That's-
Kelsey got them for me for
Oh.
Christmas.
I love them. They look vintage.
Yes,
I
I think
love
they're
them.
Crate and Barrel, actually.
Of course they are.
So they kind of have that classic vintage
They're
look.
like the vintage kind of champagne. But I love them. They're fun.
Yep, I told her, I was like, I want coupe glasses, and she's like, all right.
I love them.
She also got me that copper gnome cocktail shaker, which we
Fun.
tried to use the other night, and it's very small. It only holds like 5 ounces of liquid in it, so it's
So-
not very good for shaking cocktails, because
Well-
my cocktails, I don't know about yours, are bigger than that.
That's one cocktail per gnome.
That's right, one cocktail
Yes.
per gnome,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, but I love the glasses. So well done, Kelsey, if you're watching. I don't know if she's watching right
She is, if she were on, she would have already hopped
That's
into
true.
chat, so
We're
she's.
busy at work.
now. Yeah.
All right, I've also got to chop up some peanuts.
Love to.
And then I think I might be done chopping stuff. And then we can get get those crab cakes started. So chopping up some peanuts. So what I've chopped up so far, scallions, eggplant, red pepper. I sort of got the ginger started. We've got cilantro, we've got garlic that's both sliced and minced. And I've got these chilies, Thai chilies.
They're like more hot stuff.
Does Farrah like peanuts. There we go. What's great about these is it's this nice crunchy element. The one thing I was gonna make tonight, but then if you're in here, you see I usually make way too much food, so I'll do it some other night, is a cold soba salad. So I thought I'd do maybe something on the grill, which means Robbie will cook something on the grill some night, and have that as kind of the side would be really good. Did you keep them in the crisper drawer? So they're cold? Cold peanuts? You heard of that? Huh. And then lastly, I've got to chop this chicken up, so we'll do that too. I am using chicken thighs. I almost always cook with chicken thighs because they just have so much more flavor. It's harder to overcook them. In chicken breast, Farrah, are you listening, Farrah? Chicken breast are easy to overcook. So if you are overcooking your chicken, you might want to go to chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. So, okay.
Yeah.
So Rocky is he's always looking for weaknesses in the system. Always.
Now, I'm going to be honest and say that at home, I don't like to cook with chicken thighs because I don't like to clean them because I'm one of those people who will clean my chicken, so my chicken breast is down to half a breast because I'm really weird about cleaning chicken.
Okay.
But if I order chicken anywhere, I want a chicken thigh or like a half a roasted chicken because it's so much better. It's juicier, the flavor's better. I've had chicken piccata at your house you've made with chicken thighs.
Piccata, yeah.
That's the best chicken piccata in the world. I mean, like, seriously.
Best chicken piccata in the world.
Seriously, coming from an Italian woman, best chicken piccata in the world made with chicken thighs at Dana's house. So, I mean, it's...
And they're typically cheaper than
Absolutely.
chicken breast.
And really not that much more fat or calories either.
Nope.
It's really, if you're willing to do the work to deal with the chicken thigh versus the chicken breast, it's worth the effort for the flavor.
There you have it. Not just from me.
Yep. My sister...
Clean them with fire.
Yes,
Okay.
my sister prefers the thigh and always uses the thigh as well.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a pretty big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So even though traditionally a lot of the paillards or things that use cutlets will be using chicken breast, I substitute that out in the recipes for chicken thighs almost all the time. There are a few things I'll use chicken breast for. There's one kind of grilled chicken I do on the grill that's the lemon grilled chicken, but for the most part, thighs, baby. Okay, you do you, Farrah.
That sounds important.
So
Have I met Farrah?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I've spent a lot of your... Well, I guess when you were in grad school I met your friends. I don't think I've met Farrah, but now I'm curious.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
She's a
Yeah.
therapist. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this cocktail, I will say. I think this, with the candied ginger in it, it's a really
Okay.
nice little, like, aperitif, you know? I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. It's light. So
very light.
for the summer, it's a perfect drink. That's not, because a lot of times when you get these cocktails, they're so sugary, or they're really really bitter, and this is nice because it's not
The hint of ginger, a hint of sweetness. It's not so strong either that I'm gonna, you know.
right.
Yeah,
Well, because it's
perfect.
got the sake in it. It's got more sake than it does vodka in it.
No, it's a great little cocktail before dinner.
All right, now that I have flung chicken everywhere, we'll get this cutting board out of here because I don't think I need the cutting board anymore. Oops. And we wouldn't want to cut anything on it anyway until we get it cleaned. And now out of the shot. Hi, how are you? Manamana. I know we usually sing the Manamana song. I started long before. Alright. Oh, the other thing I need to do is I've got some pickled ginger and I need to get that drained, let that start draining too. Can you see? Do you know? Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it. I couldn't find it the other day. I figured you probably put it someplace I didn't know.
Want me to come with my label maker?
No. That's okay. I'm going to just put some of this pickled ginger in here, but now I need a spoon. Okay. Hi, Mitch. How are you? Good to see you here. Have you been in, or do you need to know what we're cooking? Do we need to tell everybody what we're cooking again? I am going to start on. Let's see. The oven is on. Look, I remembered to turn the oven on. Aren't you so proud of me?
I will be if you also remember to turn on the stove when you want to.
Yeah, that's also
You have to
important too.
hit that combo.
I forgot to chop a cucumber. I'm gonna have to. Actually, I can use the peeler for that. All right. So this is our crab cake mixture, and if you remember, it's lump crab, mayo. Let's see, what else do I have in there? Soy, lime, a little wasabi.
Put some green onion in there.
Green onion, yeah, some scallions chopped up really fine, as well as some breadcrumbs. But as you can see here, there's not a whole lot of breadcrumbs. There's just enough in there to bind it together. Because I like my crab cakes to be crab cakes.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do this little thing with these. So let me go grab some more bowls or plates or I don't know, something.
More bowls.
More bowls. That's because you love to do dishes. So
You're
I wanna
always
make sure.
thinking of me. You
I
are
know.
so nice.
I know. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some flour. I'm not even gonna measure it because it doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in there so that we're seasoned. Because I didn't put any salt or pepper inside of the crab cake itself. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I'm making noise. Making noise. You get down. You just get down there.
He's never had crab before.
And he's
And
not going to have any tonight
he would
at
like-
$40 a pound.
Nope.
He's not going to.
Yeah. I'll take him down before he gets to do that. I'm gonna win that battle.
This is why it's good to have friends. And by the way, I love getting like the pasture eggs. I don't know if you can see, well, you're over here, aren't you? So how dark those yolks are. So they're yummy. And it doesn't really matter so much for this application because it's just being used as something to hold the breadcrumbs on. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. Well,
Little buggy flew in.
maybe. And then we're going to take some breadcrumbs and some sesame seeds.
Now, are you using panko or what are
Yes,
you?
so by the way, gluten-free.
Mhm.
So I'm using gluten-free panko because both Pam and I are kind of sensitive to gluten. And then some sesame seeds. Interpretive dance, I know. Did you like it? Would you like me to do another one? It's called the fly dance. So, looks like farm eggs, I know. I'm so glad that it's easier to find the pasture eggs now.
They really do taste so much better, to be honest. If you do the
They do.
taste test, there's a difference.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, for this application here, it doesn't make that big of a difference because it's not like we're eating the eggs, right? Am I in the wrong place? You can't see. I'm gonna be on the stove here in a minute. I'll get a plate.
I was on the way.
You were too slow. Get down. Get down. Here, we're gonna move this over here. I'm just trying to make room. It's chaos. Maybe I'll do my chaos interpretive dance soon.
Look at all this. This is just
Crazy? I'm gonna stir that up. I know. So this is when we do the stir fry. So we don't need all of this quite yet. So we'll stack some of this and get it out of the way. So I'm going to take, this is a tablespoon. So we want a, just kind of like what they call a scant tablespoon. So that means we're not like rounding the tablespoon with everything. We want them to be like that. We're going to take that, kind of roll it in a ball, put it in the flour. Okay. Then we're going to put it in the egg, and I probably need a spoon for this too. Can you hand me a spoon so I don't get everything dirty over there? Sort of stick that in there. And I put sesame seeds in here. It would be really pretty to put black sesame seeds in there, but I have white ones here, so that's what I'm using. And Robbie taking care of the camera angles for me because I have stuff all over my hand. But I think what also would be really good is like if you used furikake, especially like a nori furikake that has a little seaweed in it. That would be good too. And then you make these teeny tiny little crab cakes like that. So would you do me a favor? There is canola oil over there. So if you will take the canola oil and put some in this pan here and then turn that on to medium high because that'll take a minute. That's a cast iron pan, and I'm using a cast iron pan because I really want these to brown a little bit. And if you do them in a non-stick pan, they really won't brown. That's good right there. But this is really wet, so all right. So into the flour and into the eggs. See, this is where on TV they would just show you a couple of these and then come back when they were all done. And then they'd all be done.
They do the swap out. And also,
but not here.
No, and on TV, the chefs, after they touch the raw meat, they just wipe their hands on a towel, and it grosses me out. And you actually sanitize, which I really appreciate as a germphobe.
Well, I'm not going to contaminate it.
No.
The food. So let's see here. There we go. See, aren't they the cutest little things? So hopefully they're as good as they are cute. Are you guys familiar with what furikake is?
I have no idea what that is, so explain. It sounds like something really funny, but I don't know. It sounds like something from an anime show. I don't know what it is.
So it's a seasoning that you'll find in some Asian food. I think particularly Japanese food, and it has like sesame seeds and some other stuff. They use it kind of as a rice seasoning, but you'll find it on other food as well. And I've got some here somewhere. I did. Did I bring it over here? I did. Okay. So it looks like this. Is that in the shot? I can't tell. Yep. And so you could put that if you wanted to put that in with your breadcrumbs instead of the sesame seeds. But I would still put the sesame seeds in, but this also has sesame seeds, so maybe not as many sesame seeds. Did I say sesame seeds enough for you? Yes. And this is messy because this is really pretty wet, which I didn't expect it to be.
No?
But our pan is heating up, and I wanted to get that started because it takes cast iron some time to heat up. Do, 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 do.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay.
When I was like newly, when I say probably engaged, we had some friends come over, and I decided to make, we're doing kind of a Mexican night, and I wanted to make something from my Martha Stewart cookbook that I still have and use to this day. It has everything in it. I'm a huge fan. And there is some little, like, mini crab cakes. At least I think it was from that cookbook. Mini crab cakes that she had that has jalapeno in them. It's like a spicy mini crab cake.
Okay.
And so I made them. I was so excited. And you were supposed to put them on, parchment paper to bake them in the oven. After letting them rest in the fridge, of course. Now, I got confused and accidentally purchased wax paper.
Oh no.
And put them in the oven. That was a bad idea.
That
got a little
would not.
smoky, and the wax paper is not meant for the oven.
No.
And did not
It
go
is
well.
not.
But I ate them anyway because I was not, I was determined to say that they were fine and they were going to be okay. They still tasted okay, but I think we all ingested a little melted wax.
A little plastic.
Yeah.
And with your dinner? Well, we were at dinner with friends the other night, and she put one of the burgers on the grill with still the paper from the butcher in between. She goes, "Don't worry, I'm eating that one.
That's a little paper."
It's just paper. It's all good."
The burgers were still delicious, Lauren.
They were delicious. I don't think they're in here. Okay, I need your help again. I need you to put more breadcrumbs and sesame seeds in here because I have club hands.
Well, when in doubt, serve extra alcohol to your guests before you serve your food.
This is why we have cocktails on,
Is that the tip
on
of the
street
day?
nights. Yes. Tip of the day. I mean, honestly, that was our tip. I don't know.
I think a bird, or something hit
The window?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be. So one of the tips, if you're ever trying to raise money,
What was
is
the ratio of this?
more than that. More than that. Oh my gosh!
Guys.
Open the other side.
This is why I'm a behind the camera person.
You're also my sous chef, though.
There you go.
There. Okay, good. That's better. So technically with these crab cakes, I'm going to put them in the pan and cook them, and then you're supposed to put them in the freezer and freeze them and take them out. There is nothing going on the grill today, Morphine Bear. Hi, welcome in.
Morphine Bear.
Good to see you. Good to see you here. Today it's stir fry, so we're going to be inside for that. And then I'm making these little mini crab cakes that are taking a long time to make. But you know what's great about these is you can make them ahead of time. You can even make them the day before, a couple days before, stick them in the freezer, and then just pull them out to put them in the oven when your guests come. But for you guys, I'm doing it right in front of you.
You can even chop everything for your stir fries up.
This is why stir fry is a
advance, right?
Stir fry is a great thing to fix for guests because you can do all of the prep work ahead of time for it.
Is your oil getting too hot? I feel like I can see.
Huh?
Is your oil getting too hot? Are you okay?
Oh, what did you put that on?
Medium high?
No, can you drop it down just a little bit?
I can see some.
Yeah, it's smoking a little bit. It's fine.
Okay.
Because we're just going to put these in the cast iron pan to brown a little bit. They'll cook. They'll actually do most of their cooking in the oven.
Like my mom does her meatballs. Brown them and then she cooks them in the sauce.
Does he do all the veeding? Do you?
Do I do what now? A beating? Beating?
Veeding?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was hoping you would.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean like feeding? I don't know.
Let's see here. What else? I may start. I want to get all of these done first because if I try to do two things at once, I will invariably mess something up.
And your hands are dirty like that. You have to just keep going till you're
Yep.
done.
Yep. That's the rule. That is the rule. So I did not really have Chinese food growing up. That was not something my dad liked, and so we did not have it. Because my dad made the decisions, basically, all food decisions were because of my dad in my house, even though my mom cooked. So we didn't go to Chinese restaurants. We didn't cook it at home. Nothing. So I only had Chinese food. I remember when I went out, I was about 13 or 14, I think, the first time I had Chinese food. And I was out with my friend's family, and they went to a Chinese restaurant. I had no idea what to order because I'd never been to a Chinese restaurant, and I thought that was the weirdest thing that they went to a Chinese restaurant.
You know, same kind of story for me. We never had it at my house. My parents occasionally will go out to dinner at a Chinese restaurant, but my mother's never made anything like that at home. Growing up, I don't think I ever had it till I was in high school at a restaurant, and then, you know, when I moved to New York City, we ate it more frequently, and that's when I learned how to use chopsticks.
Yep.
Because it was just always around.
Yep.
But and now, you know, they like to go out to eat. They like to go to Howard Wings, but it just closed, unfortunately. But
I'm never gonna be done making these.
Never? That sounds like I won't be able to eat it then.
Now we're gonna eat a lot of them because you're
sous
making so
vide. I get it. He's the sous chef, so he's sous vide.
That makes more sense.
No, Robbie does not do my sous chef does not do the viding.
He makes the
Sometimes.
cocktails though.
When did you ever do the viding?
Someday.
Thank you, Robbie.
He makes the cocktails. He's my part-time bartender.
Cleaner.
He likes to make margaritas though. That's what he really likes to make.
Well, he's the #1 best boyfriend because he helps
topped
you.
off your beverage.
Thank you. He is great. He does the dishes and he makes cocktails. This is still really smoking hot. Can we turn that down still?
I have to turn it off for a minute.
No, it'll be fine. Just turn it down to like medium low.
It already was.
Was it? Did you turn it down to low then?
I sure did.
Okay. It'll just take a second to cool off. I don't want it to be too hot in the pan because then they'll just burn.
Yeah.
Almost done. You guys are troopers for hanging in there.
Your dog is trying to.
And John, you're just a little too fast for me. My brain is in get these dang things done mode. I need more breadcrumbs and he thought he was never going to be on camera, and now he's salsa danced on camera.
Wait, there's a camera?
Anybody here have expertise on the traveling like Twitch backpack systems? I know my son-in-law does. I was just wondering if anybody else has any experience with that, because we're planning on taking a trip into September, and we would like to still be able to stream from the road. If I get it, I don't think I'll have it before Florida. So, hey,
Whoa.
Did you see that? You got to warn me when he's doing that, chat.
I mean, there's kind of a delay. I don't know how helpful that's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been helpful for before.
Where
So,
are we?
don't forget that if you have channel points, you can activate the puppy cam. Actually, that might be more interesting than watching me make, like 5 more crab cakes here. Is a puppy cam. So maybe we'll just do puppy cam. You want to do puppy cam?
I mean,
Are they doing anything?
are they doing anything exciting? They're not making crab cakes.
Oh, there we go. Fallen age. Puppy cam.
I don't know what that
Puppy
means.
cam is
What
activated.
do you do? Just show him doing snotty things?
Whatever he happens to be doing, even if it's just sleeping.
I know he's only cheered the bone.
He's quiet now though.
Well,
So
a
that's
minute
good.
ago they would have seen him out the window, like trying to open the blinds.
Yeah. He also likes to make sure there are no squirrels in our backyard. Did I guys ever tell you about the time that Otis saved us from the raccoon? I bet I haven't. So, before we had Rocky, and Otis was a only child, which he much prefers to than having a little brother with him. So it's what you're seeing right now. Do you see it in the corner, the puppy cam? That's what puppy cam is. It depends on what's going on. Sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not. So anyways, so it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and Otis really doesn't bark all that much, and he definitely doesn't bark at night. He used to when he was younger, but he doesn't anymore. And he's just barking and barking and barking. So I came out here to find out what he was barking. I thought maybe there's a cat outside or something, but he's barking at the pantry. So I kind of I'm like, I don't see anything in the pantry, and I shut the door, take him back into the bedroom. Yeah, we don't have any kittens spare though, so but I think you've got that covered, right? So anyway, so I went to the bathroom, and when I came out of the bathroom, I heard stuff breaking in the pantry and everything, and I went and I was like, Robbie, I don't know what's in the pantry, but I'm not opening it. So he had to get out of bed.
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, and there was a raccoon in the pantry. And this is just a warning. He came in through the dog door. And so, we have brooms and all, and a net and all of these things to get that raccoon back out. And he did go out the back door. I think he was more scared than anything else, but
It's one of my favorite, funny Dana stories.
there's a raccoon in the pantry that came in through the dog door.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's better than my teenagers are sneaking out during the night through my dog door.
Farrah, I definitely don't need a kitten, but if I were going to get a kitten, I would take the one-eared kitten, because that's badass. So, is your husband calling you a raccoon? That doesn't seem like very nice. Right, I'm going to start putting these in here.
They're very smart.
And they have little hands.
Kind of like tiny human hands. It's a little creepy.
It is a little creepy, but also very cute. We also had these two, I bet it was one of, we had a couple of baby raccoons that would come and sit in our front tree, and I bet he was one of those raccoons. Because it was a couple of years after that one that we would see in the tree, the two we would see in the tree. And drive the dog. Oh, and you know what happened the other day with Rocky? We have all sorts of squirrels out in the front yard, and the other day there was a squirrel standing a foot from the window, just taunting Rocky. It was really hard on my ears, because if you haven't been in my house when he's been barking, it is loud. Hey, look, I'm done rolling those.
Yay!
Now we're cooking them. And there's a mess over here. All right, let's see if I can get moving here. Because honestly, the stir fries are going to take 5 minutes once we get those going. More dishes for Robbie. Yay! He loves it. Don't you? He says.
I love the food.
Yeah. He loves the food, so he'll do the dishes, right? Okay.
Do.
You need a super sheet.
Nope, I need towels. Because I need to put them on here first. And we're over here. Look at this. So we're just trying to brown these up here because, like I said, they're going to go into the oven to cook. Some of these are more perfect than others. It's like this side of the pan is not hot.
We turn it back up because it's on low after it got
Yeah.
hot.
Am I too close? You're on my paper towels. No, get down. You may not have any crab cakes. You are totally not worth
Want that on medium now?
$40. Yeah, turn it up a little bit. Let's see. Can I make steak of one on one show? I sure can. You have a cat named Plague. You have the best names for your cats. So. This is real crab morphine, Bear. And we were talking about it, I think, before you were in. My friend Pam, who is here today in the kitchen, was asking if you could use something else if you can't afford $40 a pound for lump crab meat. And we were talking about you could probably do this with salmon, would be really good. Yeah, you could. And if you want to do it a little cheaper, you could use the claw meat. That's cheaper than lump crab meat.
Okay, even like diced raw shrimp or.
You might be able to do shrimp. I mean, the flavors would work.
Would canned
I don't know if
tuna
I've done shrimp. I don't think canned tuna would work. It's too canned tuna.
Well, that clears that up.
Sushi rolls. So we have tried to do sushi over here. I really think I need to do a class to learn how to roll sushi beforehand.
They tasted good.
They tasted good.
Just
They
didn't
didn't look.
quite right.
No.
It looked like amateur night.
It was amateur night. We'd never done it before. It was beginner night. It wasn't even amateur night. Okay, so Robbie, will you do me another favor? He's going to be so out of breath and tired when this is all done. Can you put parchment paper in the on that pan, on that,
And make sure to use parchment paper, not wax
and not
paper.
wax paper? All right. So I'll put some more of these in here. I don't think I'll put all of these in the oven. They're supposed to go in the freezer. So we'll put about half of these in the oven and I'll save the other half. And then I'll tell you which way turned out better. And I always say that and I forget to tell people what I figure out. So remind me, don't let me forget.
How long does it say to put them in the freezer for?
An hour.
Huh.
Yep. So I'm just draining some of the oil off by putting them on paper towels while we do this. You've been trying to figure out how to duplicate the Mesler's chicken balls, but we keep failing. I don't think I've had those. Is that a restaurant up in Denton? Is the she like the VD? No. No, it's not. I haven't been there, so I'll have to go there, but I can probably help you figure that out. I am going to make one night, I'm going to do, it's a chicken parm meatball. So, because you've had those.
It's so good. I've had it. It's
Yeah.
excellent.
So you're making chicken meatballs, but then you're doing like a Parmesan sauce stuff. And it's great for, you could put it on other stuff, but it's great as an appetizer, in my opinion.
So yum. So good.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not cooking these like all the way through. I just want to get some brown on them. And then when these go in the oven, we'll make the toppings for this, and then we'll get the stir fries going. I've got to make this.
Happening real quick.
Yeah, well, I need to make the sauce for the eggplant. And then the wasabi mayo for the top of this. Not just straight wasabi. And I need to cut the cucumbers because I forgot to do that. So this probably needed, do you see how this is happening? Mm-hmm. This situation is because I don't have enough oil in the pan. So make sure you have enough oil in the pan because then you get this nice finish here. So not this situation, you want this situation. This is a little dark. It'll still taste good though. And if I really like these, I still have another 8 ounces of lump crab meat that I will need to use because I'm not gonna waste it. So,
I can come back over. I'm kid free till Monday, so I'm around if there are plans. Just saying. Oh,
I don't-
Crabcakes. Always like eggs Benedict situation going on. For brunch on Sunday would be nice, Dana. Just saying.
you guys want me to cook brunch on Sunday? I'll do brunch for dinner.
That sounds good.
We do that. I'm gonna be in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be in Florida with Pam, and I'm gonna be sitting on the beach, and so I don't have a way to stream from there, unless Robbie and I can rig something for Thursday. But Sunday, I definitely won't be able to.
Or if you have a really good cell signal.
Yeah. Well, do you have
Cell
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
at the place there? Is there Wi-Fi?
Yeah, there's Wi-Fi though. I don't know if they have it turned off while they're not, my parents are not there. Usually it's on when I'm there. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm not sure. That's questionable.
I'm gonna let that cool down. I'm not gonna touch it because you know what would happen? I would burn myself. So,
Don't do that.
so let's not do that. I'm gonna get those ready to put in the oven here. And I know you cannot see me, right? We have got to get a setup where you can see when I'm walking around so Robbie's not doing this and making you dizzy.
You just need to attach some
This
cameras
is-
to your ceiling around so he can just kind of do it remotely, right?
I love how Pam is spending my money.
More cameras.
Yeah.
More cameras
Why not?
everywhere.
I'm bored. I need some new projects.
Another bowl. So the sauce for this is really pretty easy. It is 3 tablespoons of mayo. And then I think it's, I gotta look, I gotta cheat, 1.5 teaspoons of wasabi. We are actually going to eyeball this. And I'm just gonna taste it.
You sure your taste buds are okay after the wasabi incident?
Yeah, my
earlier?
taste buds are fine. It's my stomach. It's my stomach that's.
You need a Tums?
1.5. Okay.
Hey, look, it's your friend.
It's my friend.
So get the wasabi paste.
Oh, the wasabi paste. The wasabi paste is my friend in small doses. Don't you have a friend that you can only take in small doses?
No,
No?
no.
You like all of your friends to
Yes.
take in full dose all
Yes.
the time?
Yes.
I think he's lying because I know he is. Okay. So that's it. That's it for that sauce. And then I need to do the cucumber real quick. And so what we're going to do with the cucumber is he whining? Poor Otis is whining. He's like, I have been on the stairs this entire time. So we're going to let him come out. Wanted to say, you two are hilarious. Okay. So for this, it says to use a vegetable peeler to make little ribbons of cucumber. So we're gonna do that. But you know what I need, Robbie?
Yeah.
Another bowl. Is that fun to just look at an empty pan like that? Probably not.
Big bowl? Big
And
enough?
I've got one right here.
Well, you need to tell everybody, for people that do not own a grill, anything you can do on a grill, you can do inside on the cast iron skillet,
Yep.
which is great for people that have, apartments or just that don't have a grill. I mean, I have made some killer steaks on the cast iron skillet because I haven't felt like going outside and using the grill because it's raining, it's cold, mosquitoes are attacking me.
The only thing you really can't do is like if you want to smoke something.
Oh yeah. That's not gonna happen on the regular grill, or just even on my little.
I smoke stuff on the regular grill.
I mean, that's not gonna happen on on the inside on
Yours,
the
yeah,
cast iron
right.
skillet. You know what I meant?
Yes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like burgers and steaks can be great on the cast iron skillet in your house. So it's a great alternative
Yeah.
if you don't have access to a grill.
Yes, we.
So.
And
You probably tell everybody
in
that.
here. Yeah.
I missed that
I'm
one.
doing
Sorry.
stuff.
I'm not always home when you're on.
I know.
Those,
Okay, now you're looking
Yeah.
at an empty counter. Let's look at some food over here. Okay. Now I'm going to make the, oh, I need another bowl. I'm going to make the sauce for the eggplant, which doesn't need any of this stuff. We'll put it over here so you can watch what I'm doing. Am I making you dizzy by watching? It's okay. Yeah, it's I did do brisket in the oven, so if you want to see how to make I mean, it came out so good.
It was amazing.
It was really amazing. Even my youngest, who loves brisket, said that was the best brisket they'd ever had. So if you want to see how to make that, the recipe's online at Dana's Kitchen. Actually, it's Dishes at Dana on Facebook, and then there's also a video of it on YouTube. So, it was a few weeks ago, and that came out really, really good. So, absolutely. What do I need for this sauce? I'm just wandering around like a crazy person. Oyster sauce, tamari. So if you've never used oyster sauce or fish sauce, they are so good. Don't let the words fool you on it. They're kind of umami-ish.
Were the crab cakes going in the oven?
Not yet.
Okay.
You scared me. I thought, did I put them in the oven? Oh no, it's too early.
I think I'm just hungry and I'm checking.
We can do them in a minute. Let me do this first. Vinegar, sugar. I'm just gonna get everything I need. And I need spicy bean sauce. You see all the stuff I'm getting? And sesame oil. I think I have everything I need for this. Okay. So this is the sauce for the eggplant. We're going to be using 2 tablespoons of the oyster sauce. And I think somewhere around here I actually have a measuring spoon. Because this is one of those things that I will measure. Because I have not made this sauce in a long time. So 2 tablespoons of the oyster sauce, which is not coming out very fast. So let's shake that up. This is
Shake, shake, shake.
my dance, my silent interpretive shaking dance, which is different than Robbie's cocktail shaking dance.
Does that count as exercise before eating, right?
Does it?
I say it does.
I went to yoga today, so
There you go.
not that you burn a whole lot of calories in yoga, but it does allow me to stand on my feet for 2 hours in the kitchen. And then I want to get 2 tablespoons of the tamari. Remember, that's, if you want to substitute soy sauce for tamari, you can, but use the low sodium version. Because you can't take salt out of something once you put it in, but you can put more in. We're going to do a couple tablespoons of water. I'm just going to take this over. Put some water in there. I need a tablespoon of vinegar. And I was real surprised, but most of the recipes that show you how to do the recipes for P.F. Chang's have them using white wine vinegar as opposed to like rice vinegar, white rice vinegar. I know, it is kind of interesting. I need a tablespoon of sugar. The spicy element in this is actually sambal olik. So it is a chili paste. It is superior to using sriracha in my opinion. It tastes much better. And where did my measuring spoons go? Here they are. I'm just gonna grab them all. One of them will work. So that is the spicy component to the spicy eggplant. And then we also have bean sauce, which is like ground beans and then it's been made into a sauce. If you cannot find this, if you're here in the Dallas area, you can get it at Central Market. But if you can't find this or you don't want to buy a whole thing of this for a half a teaspoon of it, you can use hoisin sauce. It'll give it a slightly different flavor, but So I've got that, and then I need some sesame oil, which is right here.
Or I guess if they live locally and near you, if they want to make this at home, they could just come over and get a few little scoops of some
You
of these
could.
seasonings.
Yes,
Take them home.
you could. Oops, that was a lot of sesame oil. And sesame oil, if you haven't used it before, it has a nice toasty, nutty kind of flavor to it. So it's really good. Now we'll get all of these dirty spoons out of the bowl. I'm going to clean my gigantic mess. I'm so happy. You know, the one thing I was glad about the pandemic is you got to see a lot of chefs cooking in their own kitchens. And they're just as messy. So I felt much better about myself.
Can I have some questions? Who's your favorite chef that you like to watch?
I probably watch Alton Brown the most. So, but there are other ones I like too. All right, so that's going to be the sauce for our eggplant. And the other thing I'm going to make for that, because I'm going to use another dish, because, you know, say it with me, Robbie loves to do the dishes.
I'm thinking Robbie is wishing you put in 2 dishwashers when you remodeled your kitchen.
Yeah, what happened to that option?
Yeah.
I was paying for it.
Right.
All right, Robbie, would you like to put the crab cakes in the oven?
I mean,
The answer is yes. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just making a slurry because for this sauce, to thicken it up. So it's just cornstarch and some water. And that keeps it from getting lumpy when you put it in, so you always make a little slurry of it with water. So I've got that ready to go. And then I've got all this I don't need anymore. What I will need for the other recipe is this stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and measure out to, I think that's got soy sauce in it, was in that one. Orange tamari, hoisin, orange tamari. No, you're impossible. So, and again, the reason why I'm doing this is because it all happens so fast. It's just easier to have everything measured out beforehand. So because of Robbie's, I'm just going to use this and I'm going to mix, these 3 ingredients are going to go in together. And so it's tamari for the sauce, is going to be, for the other part, for the chicken dish, is orange marmalade. And since I was at a fancy pants store, I had to spend $6.
Where'd she go?
Central Market.
how long?
10 minutes on there. And so we have 1/3 cup of this orange jelly marmalade. So yummy. What accent is what? It looks like it's supposed to be French, but like Robbie's French, not like real
Oui, oui.
French. Oui, oui.
That's 3 years of French right there.
Yep.
Good job, honey.
Time well spent.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I know about 4 words, right? I know more Spanish
Yeah, and didn't take any.
than I
of it.
took French, yeah.
Oh, lesson learned.
So next time you're a child, when you're reincarnated and you come back, you'll
Yes.
know
We
that
know better.
Spanish.
Look at us, we know better.
Okay.
Do you have him stuck?
Well, if he keeps going underneath my legs, yes. Okay, so basically what that is for the chicken dish is it is 1/3 of a cup of the orange stuff. I think I have a little more in there than that. It's fine. 1/3 cup of hoisin sauce, and then a couple of tablespoons of the tamari. So that's what's in there. Guess what? We're gonna start cooking. I'm gonna move this someplace.
Someplace?
Someplace. You heard me. And I'm gonna get all the other stuff out of the way first so that I can do this real fast.
Is there anything I can do? You want a towel just to put that hot thing on?
I've got this over
Oh,
there.
you got that,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
But it's still too hot for me to pick it up, so ingenuity.
Look at that.
And we're gonna get all this other stuff out of the way that we don't need. I think I do still need that for the ginger. I don't need that anymore. Just making sure burners are off that are supposed to be off. And this is the rice. I'm gonna move the rice and get that out of the way too. So I'm not doing the stir fry, I'm not doing the eggplant actually in the wok. I only have one wok, so I'm gonna do the eggplant in, actually that's too small. We'll get a bigger one. What happened to the eggplant that was on the plate? I mean the crab cakes that were fixed. Did you put them in the oven too?
Yeah.
Did you hear me say I was saving half of them to put in the freezer to see which way worked better so that I could tell people?
No.
They're all in the
But
oven.
there's half still in the fridge, so there we go.
Okay, you can make the crab cakes.
We're don't worry, we'll eat them all. It's all good.
Good Lord.
I've been eating today. I've been saving up, Dana. It's all good.
The sous chef is fired.
It's not a good listener sometimes, I tell you. All right, so I put a little of that in there and get that started with the eggplant. And get that started for the chicken. So the first thing for the wok is we're gonna just cook the chicken. It's gonna be the first thing, and then I need to take it out. So you know what? I think I'm gonna use a new dish for that. Just because Robbie loves to do the dishes. I can see it on his face right now. He's going woohoo, or not.
Woohoo!
See, he was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now this stuff can get out of the way.
But I think one day we'll do a special edition baking class and we'll make Robbie's favorite cake for him. I think that'll be really
Do you have
nice.
a favorite cake?
Because I know his birthday is coming up in the
His
fall.
birth-
I think we'll
No,
do
it's
it.
coming up on 30th of August.
Oh, I thought it was closer to. Well, no, it is. 'Cause it's right before my birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
My birthday's a few days after him. So let's do his favorite cake and do a little special something.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cake? Is it ice cream cake?
No, I like ice cream a lot.
I know you do.
Well, Dana can make
we'll
an
make
ice cream,
too.
but we'll do some kind of a
So-
cake or some kind of baked good.
So you want to know what upcoming recipes are, Farrah? I'm not very good at getting those completely done. I can tell you while we're waiting here. This is my planner. So let's see here.
There's a book.
I think I had tacos slated for Sunday, but I think we'll do brunch instead, and I'll move tacos to maybe Thursday. And then I'm going to do the chicken parmesan balls on August 1st. And then I'm out of town, right? That's the week we went out of town.
Yeah.
And so then when I get back that following Thursday, we'll do some salmon, but that's as far as I've got my my thing. So don't forget, we do have the Wheel of Agony over here, and Robbie needs a turn.
Wait, what?
Robbie needs a turn.
If I could figure
A
out,
dance?
you gotta make my thing do its thing.
So, did I turn this one on? No, I did not.
Ha!
Dana messed up. Cool.
I shouldn't ha. That means it's longer until we eat.
That is not super hot enough. And you really want it hot for eggplant because it soaks up the oil. So I'll wait for it to heat up and add some more oil in there. And I gotta wait for this to heat up for the
Drink your
chicken.
cocktail while it's
I'll
doing
drink my cocktail. That sounds like a
I've had
excellent
I've had
idea.
2 of Robbie's cocktails.
Well, he put some of that second one in mine.
Okay.
Just so you don't
Okay.
feel bad.
They're excellent.
He should make us a third one, don't you think? I think he should. He is so tired, I can tell.
He is one of the sweetest guys ever, though. He's the best.
So, I do try to have recipes planned out for at least a couple of weeks. Come on, eggplant. Good. It's just gonna soak that oil up.
Well, if you're an Italian grandma, you'd say, you know, I'm just lightly frying the eggplant. That's what they say. They're like, you know, it's not deep fried. This is just lightly frying. So it's healthy. It's healthy. That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
Even my mom. we don't question their science, you know. This is the way it is.
It is. It is. Oh, and here you are looking at an empty wok. But don't worry. It won't be empty for long. But I'm just waiting for that oil to start smoking just a little bit. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff.
When that beef, want me to clear a spot to stick it on the hot plate?
Yeah, that'd be great. It takes a village. And if you didn't get to check out when Kelsey was here, it's pretty fun. It was pretty fun when she was here. You did good, Joyce. You always do good. So Farrah says her grandmother said, "Get out of here with that nonsense before I get the spoon." So that's what her Italian
Not
grandmother
the
said.
spoon. Not the spoon.
Did you get the spoon too? Yeah. You probably deserved it. All right. I'm actually going to do, this is a lot of chicken, so I'm going to kind of do this in batches. Do you know why you do meat in batches? Does everybody know why? Sarah, do you know why? You don't try to crowd the pan?
I know why.
It's because if you crowd the pan, the meat starts to steam rather than brown. And brown food tastes good. Brown food tastes good.
Brown and
That's my best
Yeah.
Anne Burrell. Even if you're cooking high and you crowd the pan, Farrah, you will steam the meat rather than brown the meat.
Yep.
So, and then the inside will be undercooked or
Yeah.
overcooked or unevenly cooked. So a wok is an exception. You want a wok to be really hot. If you ever go back to the kitchens in the restaurants, you'll see that their woks are actually sitting over fire. So, no, black is not generally better for food.
No. Unless you really want some nice grill marks or something.
But see how you can, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but this oil has already got like chicken juice in it, so it's not just oil anymore. Charcoal tastes good. I mean, come on over, you'll be easy to cook for. I'll just give you a bag of Kingsford. So if you're not good at cooking chicken breast, try chicken thighs. Not only is it more forgiving, it tastes much, much better.
Let's be honest, even as someone who's a decent cook, you're a phenomenal cook. I'm a good cook. But chicken breast can be one of the most difficult things.
It's just hard.
It's just hard to cook. It's just kind of blah. It gets dry so easily. It can be hard.
It doesn't have any flavors.
Exactly. It's just ugh. Not great.
All right. I'm just making sure this is cooked through. It's going to go back in and cook a little bit more. I also have this over here that I need to attend to. Oh, yep, I sure do. So did we take those crab cakes out of the oven?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit before I get to the next step over there. I'm going to take this out and do the next batch of chicken. I decided I probably didn't need my spider, but it probably would have been easier to clean, but I'm not doing the dishes.
What's the spider?
It's that big one that you see them take things out of
Oil and stuff with. I'll show you. I have one. Somewhere.
Ah, so this is called a spider. So if you're poaching anything, or like dumplings and water or anything, or eggs, even like if you're poaching, not poaching eggs, but maybe hard boiling eggs or soft boiling eggs, or you're doing things in the fryer, like fried ravioli, which we will do sometime. This is the tool to have.
I typically use spoons, butter, tongs. I use rubber tip tongs for the majority of it.
I use all those things too.
Yeah,
But for some
I
things,
don't have like one of those.
Yeah.
I feel like I need one just try new things.
good, I know what to get you for your birthday.
Something fun, something different. Well, I'll just come here and eat your food instead.
There's that too.
Yeah. Forget a birthday present. I'll just come to your food for my birthday. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, do you like fried ravioli, Farrah? This last Christmas, I figured out how to make it right, and it was killer. Wasn't it? Robbie's saying yeah. There was none. I made a bunch, and there were 3 of us. There was none
I
left.
want to come eat that. That sounds good.
It's good. That is a St. Louis tradition right there, fried ravioli. So, it's the best. And then you have to have a really good marinara sauce too. That's an important part of that. So you have to ask, yes, what do you have to ask, Farrah? I'm waiting.
All right.
If you cook like this, why did you not feed us? We were in the pandemic. I actually did bring food in sometimes, but then there was a pandemic, and so we weren't at the clinic. We really weren't at the clinic. And I did bring food. You brought all that yummy meat that one time we did the thing, and I brought stuff for tacos. Because I don't know what you kids eat and not eat. Oh, I don't want that. All right. So in this pan over here, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. Just a little bit. It's still hot. While this chicken is cooking over here. I'm going to put some garlic in here real quick. I'm trying not to get my spoons mixed up. So I'm going to put some garlic. And just wait till that gets a little bit fragrant, which only needs about 5-10 seconds. It doesn't take long. And I'm going to pour the sauce in. And you can see it getting all caramelizing, which is great. And then I'm going to put this back in there.
It smells so good.
I'm going to turn that off. So there's that dish. And I hope the eggplant is cooked all the way through. That is my only concern with that. Over
over here, I want to take this chicken out. It's sticking to the bottom. So much for non-stick woks, huh? I get so like jazzed up when I see things like the restaurants have those special like fiery holes in the top that they put the woks on. I'm like, oh, I want that in my kitchen. Because I'm sure they get asked to do that all the time. Can you make fire in my kitchen? I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
My range, you can actually flip the grates over and use a real traditional wok on them, but I haven't been on the find a real traditional wok that doesn't have a flat bottom.
I used to have one, and I used to do that, and then I moved here and I couldn't use it. All right, so I want to now put all my veggies in here. Not all of them. I want to put my peppers in here.
And that's still a lot of oil. I'm actually going to pull some of this oil out of here.
If I can find something to do that with. And I know this bowl's going to get really hot when I do that.
I think that's just a little too much oil. It's going to make our sauce oily, which we really don't want.
We want flavor, not oil.
Right. Well, you want a little fat.
A little.
And I'm going to put my peppers in, along with the seeds. I know I can buy a wok ring. So I did have one that had a wok ring and all of that, and I just haven't gotten around to buying. This one works pretty good for what I need it for.
What's a wok ring?
So when you're using it on a traditional thing, it's just a ring that goes on the bottom, so you can use the rounded woks like this. And so it's just a ring that you put on the bottom, and then you can take these grates off and be a little closer to the heat. Okay. I'm gonna put a little garlic in there. Come on, garlic. I didn't want my fingers to taste like garlic. That's hot. Also gonna grate some ginger in there while that's cooking.
Ginger's one of the things garlic. Better to fresh grate it. Don't buy it already grated in the same.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
What you want to invest in is one of these little micro
Yeah.
graters here. And also, if you don't like to mince garlic, you can always grate it like this. I don't think that's enough. I think it's supposed to be an inch of garlic. Whoop! I feel like I'm in Chopped. Hurry, hurry, get it done. Except I'm the only one who's feeling that way.
We can get a clock in here if that'll help.
No, 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 no.
No, take your time. You're good.
15 minutes on the clock.
Maybe if I need to practice for a show, you know. And then we're going to put our sauce. So remember, this is our orange and our tamari and the hoisin sauce. We're going to stick that in there. More dishes for Robbie, yay! And I made that slurry, but that actually came together pretty well, so I don't even think I'm gonna need it. And this is coming together pretty good. So now we're gonna throw the chicken back in there. But that's why, did you see how fast that went? That's why you need to have everything ready to go. And then we're gonna fix the crab cakes real quick. Am I out of the frame again? No. And I'm gonna turn that off and let that sit with the top on while I finish up the crab cakes. And I burned myself, but it's fine.
Crabcakes.
Crab cakes.
stole one. I admit it.
You stole one? Was it good?
Yes. They're good. They have a little Asian like
Yeah,
layer to them.
but they're
good.
not done yet.
I just couldn't help myself. Sorry.
That is okay.
They're just sitting there. I couldn't help it.
I'm one short. What happened?
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a little dot of this wasabi mayo. Look at, wouldn't this be an awesome like appetizer for a party? Some of these got more wasabi mayo than others, so let's fix that.
I like the texture that the sesame seeds gave to the crust.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty too.
Uh-huh.
And basically this wasabi mayo gives it a little bit of flavor, but it's also to hold the cucumber in place on it, because I'll show you what we're gonna do with that in a second. It's gonna be a pretty, it's gonna be really pretty when it's done.
Okay.
What is that? Also, which I did not do, so hopefully we don't have any crunchy things in here. When you're getting lump crab meat, you do want to make sure that you pick through it to make sure that there's not anything's and flake it more. So I didn't flake mine, so there you go. I made a mistake, so you don't have to. Now we're going to take these pieces of cucumber and fold those over and put a little bit of pickled ginger on the top.
So like when we hosted our friends' like wedding reception, this would have been a super cute, fun, kind of fancy hors d'oeuvre to have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we had lots of good food there.
Oh
that
yeah,
night.
that was awesome. Did great.
Well, it was a team effort.
Yeah.
We hosted a couple, actually it was almost 3 years ago. We hosted a wedding reception at the house here. And I'm gonna run out of cucumber, but you guys get the gist here, right? So not all of them are gonna have cucumber. So if you're making this for a party, make sure you get enough cucumber. And then this is just pickled ginger. And put a couple little pieces on top. You can make your own pickled ginger. If you'd rather it have little slices of ginger, that might be a little too much, but maybe, I love ginger. So it probably won't be too much for me. Look how pretty. I'm just gonna go to the, well, I'll do these 3. So we're gonna have to eat all of these tonight because Robbie cooked them all.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ronnie. Yay! It's the best.
But there you go. There's that. Now, I'm going to make a plate. And if you weren't here when we first started, I started before we went on the air, so that I wasn't trying to cook one more thing on the air, is I made this lime and chive rice. So it's got some lime zest in it and a little lime juice, and it's basmati rice and some chicken stock. So we have this nice rice to go with it. And just look at that. I'm gonna put that on one side. There's never enough, we almost always eat almost all of that, if not all of it. And then we're gonna decorate it by putting just a few fresh scallions on the top. Wait, you're over here, let me show you. Some fresh scallions on the top. And then for crunch, some peanuts. We probably don't need some of this. And a little cilantro on the top. And then for the eggplant, this looks so good. I'll put a little of that on there. So this could be our dinner. Here, we'll all take a fork. You want a fork to try it?
Yes.
And I also want to try one of these little crab cakes, so I'm gonna do that first.
They're good.
Those are good.
Even without the toppings, they're good.
Oh, they're good. I might even put a little more of this wasabi mayo on the top of
You
it.
can tell it's on there though.
It's good. Not sweet. A little spicy. Do you like it that we're eating in front of you?
Sweet and spicy is good.
Excellent. Steal another one of these.
Everything Danny makes is great though.
Here. And then, did you try the eggplant? You said you liked the eggplant at PF Chang's. I think the eggplant needed to cook a little bit longer,
That's good with everything.
but the flavor's good.
I mixed the rice with the eggplant and the chicken.
Ooh, ooh. Oh,
Mine are back together.
you're gonna eat your microwave mac and cheese and you're tasting the eggplant. Yeah. These are roasted peanuts. Yes, we put roasted peanuts on the top of that. Good question.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, soy sauce can make a Joyce.
So good.
Joyce. You're so funny.
So good.
Yeah, that's so good.
No, mix it all together. It's good.
I know. But I think I'll turn the heat on the eggplant. So make sure you don't let your pan get dry with the eggplant. Use more oil than I did. Let it cook so the eggplant is a little softer. Mine's still not as soft as I would like it to be. But yeah, this is so good. Your mother and her soy sauce.
What?
What? All right. Well, everybody, thanks
So
so
good.
much. We're going to go eat. I am so happy you guys hung around and did this. We'll do some sort of brunch on Sunday. So since I haven't thought about it yet, I don't know what that will be. But we'll be on at the regular time at 5. We'll do some sort of brunch. And I think Robbie is looking for somebody for us to raid. Is that what you are currently doing? See, because he heard me starting to wrap up. I probably should warn him about that prior to that. Yeah. So hopefully you guys can come by.
And thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem.
And I'm
Thanks for
so
being
proud
here.
of you. This is so much fun. Thank you. This is awesome. And so tasty.
All right. I'm still waiting for Robbie. So hang in there. We wanna go show some love to some other cooks. You got somebody? Who are we going to?
Going to go to the hunger service. Looks like
all
we're
right.
making ratatouille.
Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go take a look and see somebody cooking some ratatouille.
Yum.
And
And
but are you talking to me, Morphine Bear?
we're ready when you are.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
the
being
subs.
here.
Thanks
Thank you for the
follow.
subs and the follows
We will
today.
see you guys on Sunday.
Bye.
That was fun.